How you doing? Long time no see. You got a paper for me to speak? If not, just remember that I want to speak.
Okay. Well, Michaela usually has. She has them with her.
Okay.
But I'll remember. I'll see if I have one. We may have one over there soon.
Shine. K-N-U-E-P-P-E-L.
Yeah. There you go.
Took me years.
I was gonna say, it's right on his jacket.
Oh, I can see that far. Yeah, right.
Yeah. There you go, Billy.
No. What did you say, John?
Exactly. I can't see that part of my glasses.
Exactly.
I gotta give Michaela yours.
Oh, heavens.
Yes, please.
Where's mine? Where's my coffee?
You need this. Do I need it? No, hold on. I think that's a
Oh, this one?
yeah. Are you guys planning on speaking? No? Are you guys planning on speaking or just listening?
I might.
Okay, well, we'll just play by ear.
Is there anybody here that writes checks? Is there anybody here that writes checks?
He didn't get his check.
Because we've been trying to get a hold of him. Michaela probably has it with her. She'll be here in just
It's only been 2 months.
We didn't have any information on how to get a hold of you.
Well, there's Larry, board member right there, I can't think of his name.
Mark.
Well,
Mark.
she's been trying to get a hold of you, so
Okay.
if you just hold on, I'm sure she has it with her.
Okay. Well, I gotta go home.
Well,
Okay, you wanna
Jack,
give me your mailing address
it'll only
then?
be
Just
10
give it
minutes.
me and I'll give it to you tomorrow, Jack. I'll
Okay.
get it for you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
You up first.
And I surgery still costs some shit.
Yeah. Well,
At least it's far side, man.
So we live in,
Big process we have to go through. And then this part is regarding the water meter. We can move it.
water meter on,
Where is that okay?
yeah, cause mine's up on the, I can run all the way
But
across
he
my property.
threatened, so we have documentation from the lawyer.
Okay, I figured we could probably move it.
Hey Carl, I put that, grant stuff there for you to look at. It's coming through the portal. Yes. So I don't know what we need to do now.
We don't hear it. When it does happen, we don't directly do it.
It went through the portal, I just happened to look, and so now I don't, you can take care of it. Welcome, sorry.
Let's see it.
Oh, she didn't get it till we got to the thing.
So it don't,
So it's nothing.
Talking about the audit?
Yeah, the audit.
I thought you guys did that last month.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. The easement.
We'll mail the one to Fox, because coworker, his nephew, they talked to him, he said, yeah, just couldn't send it to him.
Come on, Jeff.
this was.
drive a little faster.
No, I stand up the door until it hits 650 and then I walk out. Can't leave the building until 650. Or I can't run through back sooner.
Call this meeting to order.
Brenda. Mark. June.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yes.
Julie.
Yes.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes.
Motion to accept the clerk's report.
Yeah.
I second.
Brenda. Mark.
Yep.
June.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yes.
Julie.
Yes.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Passed.
Motion to accept treasurer's report.
Yeah.
You want a
Did
second?
you second?
Yeah.
Okay. Brenda.
Yes.
Mark.
Yep.
June.
Yes.
Jay.
Yes.
Julie.
Yeah.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Passed.
Motion to pay bills.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
What is gig fire?
It
That-
is who took over for Ruralcom.
Oh, okay, so that's our internet service.
Yes.
And, CCDC, what do they do for us?
I don't know that they really do anything, but we can call them and they can look up for grants and things.
And we tried to get a factory to come here, but we only had 2 weeks. It would have been perfect at the telephone building. Perfect for it.
But we only found out about it
We only found out it 2 weeks before.
So they're not really doing anything for us.
It's not our fault that we only had 2 weeks to do it. As soon as
Yeah.
we got the phone call, I called, and nothing was done with it. They were looking something for close to the railroad, and a building already there. I don't know, do you remember that, Chris, how long ago that was?
Mhm.
Was it during the pandemic?
Right before, or right after, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they only look into, like businesses and stuff like that, or, you know, bringing businesses to our village, or do they look into other possible grants also?
Yeah, if whatever you guys were interested in, we can look it up for you, yes.
I think we have to reach out.
We have done the, water grant, the sewer line, the sewer, storm sewer, we did that for you guys. There was another thing we did. Do you know what it was? There was 2 grants that we got for you guys.
Okay.
You gotta reach
Part of the water system.
Okay.
But yeah, you gotta tell us what you guys are needing.
Okay, because I would do my monthly check to see if the unsewered communities grant thing is opened yet, and it hasn't. But, there was also another, community block grant that, talked about helping, low-income villages or low-income communities with housing repairs and needs for individuals who have owner-occupied housing.
Yes, and that's usually through Cole County Regional. We just had that, 4 years ago? I don't know how many houses in Jewett got it. I know my sister was one of them. That's what I'm thinking, there was 4 houses in Jewett that got that.
But they could spend up to $60,000
Right.
per.
Yeah, but they have to live in it for 5 years after that.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah, we worked on that for you guys too, on that.
okay. And Christine, what was your reimbursement?
The lights for the Christmas
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
lights, the Christmas bulbs.
Okay. Now you can move and
Do we have a second?
I second.
Brenda,
Yes.
Mark.
Yeah.
June,
Yes.
Jay,
Yes.
Julie,
Yeah.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Where's the,
I don't remember my number.
You didn't give me an answer.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I take care of it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I meant to go.
Water report.
Oh, I forgot.
there can be public account numbers. Alright, for December, we used 417,500 gallons. I delivered the monthly sent to each on the 5th. There was a leak down at the old water plant. That was repaired on the 9th. Meter read on the 17th. There's 3 customers that had no usage or leaks. 2 locates and 1 shut off. I have been told that the controls could be worked on this month. I'm not too hyper or too optimistic. Just because I've been doing it since May. I looked in an agenda talking about this meter system. Prices have went up since the last quote, which I anticipated that happened this first of the year, and things will go up. It didn't increase as much as I thought, but it went up $1,500 from his previous quote. But he only gave us 4 months on the quote, so that kind of leads me to there could be another price increase after May 1st. You never know. But if you guys wanna do the EPA one, I talked to my boss today. He said we would do the application for nothing. But it's gonna take a year before you ever get full application into the EPA. Because of all the hoops you gotta jump through. So it would not be till, I think this one right now is March this year, so I think it'll be March of 25 for the true application would go in for the money.
Okay.
Maybe higher than too.
What's that?
It'd probably be higher by
And
then.
it'd probably be higher, but you'd still get that 45% debt forgiveness. And I think the interest rate right now was, I wanna say 1.83%. That don't mean that won't go up either, but I don't think anybody else would give you 1.83% on a loan. But up to you guys if you want us to go ahead and start the process.
Can we have to do the survey later?
No,
We'll have to do that?
Jewett does not have to do survey layers, they're over the
We used
percentage.
to.
You used to, but you don't know more.
Thank God. That's time consuming.
At least the last time I checked, we was over the percentage to where you didn't have to do certain income surveys. And this isn't a DCO grant, this is just EPA loan.
Well, Junior, how long has this been going on?
Oh, and first quote I got was in July,
Yeah,
I think.
it's,
It's
we've
the
been
second
doing
sheet.
this for at least 6 months.
I think we need to make a motion to do it.
To move forward.
Correct.
To move forward with what? Doing
Okay.
it ourselves or doing the loan?
Doing the,
Doing an EPA loan.
you're making a motion to what? To go ahead with the EPA loan. Okay, I'm sorry, but I forgot my hearing aid. Yeah, for the
And I'll
EPA
second.
loan.
I'll say.
Brenda,
What?
Mark. June,
Yes.
Jay,
Yes.
Julie,
Yes.
Jeannie,
Yes.
passed.
Okay, I'll get that going.
Thank you.
Yep.
Chainsaws, anybody, we decided we're not gonna get a chainsaw, or what did anybody else decide?
You got one, right? I got one.
Okay.
Okay, just take that off first now, yeah, I'm
Good
looking at it.
deal.
I haven't
This one?
Annual tax levy,
Oh, that should have been,
ratification of the annual tax levy.
We passed it last month, so we came to the consensus last month.
We just need a motion to ratify the passing of the tax levy last month.
Okay, I make a motion to ratify the tax levy from last month.
I second
Brenda, Mark? June,
Yes.
Jay,
Yes.
Julie,
Yes.
Jamie,
No.
pass.
Mayor's concerns, I don't have any. Trustees' concerns.
Well, there's a black car keeps parking on the sidewalk there by Marlowe's. It's there every day and blocking the sidewalk.
So in front of that garage.
Yes. And then there's somebody brought in an old trailer across from the, post office sitting there, looks like they're tearing it up and fixing it, so I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's not very good looking sitting there on Main Street.
Well, it was sitting on Fifth Street for years, so.
Oh, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the one that was down
Yeah.
there?
I just told they're working on it.
Yeah, I
Where's
know
it
there's
at?
a window
It's
out
at,
there.
Billy Robinson's house,
Right here.
right across from the post office.
That's a camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then is it okay to have 3 boats sitting out in somebody's yard over here?
Well, actually, Brenda, it is on the alley.
See, it looks to me like it's in a house.
I said it was.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Should be.
Yeah, and Junior had already explained just a few months ago that our water line is all the way through town on the alley.
Yeah.
And we've sent him letters, but, you know, I'm at that area all the time, and went by it this afternoon, and I thought, man, there's nothing that's been done here, and that 3 boats is sitting on the alley.
That guy that lives there, he don't have what Leroy had. When Leroy lived there, he had some pride and he kept that tidy.
I know.
But since Leroy moved out, it went way down south.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, excuse.
There's just out bad having no car sitting around. So, we've already sent him 1 letter.
1 or 2, but I don't know that the boats were
Involved.
addressed.
It's blocking the alley anyway.
Specifically.
Yeah. So I'd say, send him a letter at least.
Okay, I'll write these down when we get to the.
Ordinance.
Mhm.
Okay. You good?
Class. Well, one of the things I noticed that whenever we got our Christmas decorations, which I think they was beautiful, was that, at the pole at my corner, my property always had a Christmas decoration there, but the plug-in or whatever you use is, went faulty. And I was told a couple of years ago that the town would replace it, and it never was replaced. You think I can get a new plug by next Christmas?
I think all that is unhooked and highline, looked to me like,
I'll,
we'll have to get hold of CIPS, I'm not.
No, my understanding is that the town owns that.
We own it, but it's hooked to the highline.
No, wait a minute, John, Wes.
She's talking about the plug. If the butt plug is bad, the town has to replace it.
That's what I'm saying, from the looks of it,
Yes.
I don't think it's a plug, I think it's come unhooked from the highline.
I'll call Aaron.
All they gotta do is hook it up and it'll probably be hot again.
Right, somebody else, I don't know who it was, somebody told me the same thing.
That's unhooked from the highline?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see water. I know
I
that's what
believe they
they
were
are.
supposed to take care of that. We did call and
Yeah.
we did try.
They
to
just
get it
never
taken
did
care of,
hook
but I
back
just
on
don't
it.
think that they
And I'm
did.
not
I will
certified to
follow
get up
up.
there. And I'm not gonna try to hook it back
Don't
on
get
it
it,
either.
don't touch that.
Well, I don't expect you to, John.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, that's what's wrong with it, they
I'm
can
just
fly.
giving you a year.
Okay, well,
Why?
as soon as we
I'll
can,
try to get it taken care
as
of.
soon as we can get the power company down there to hook it back up, I think that's all
She
that's wrong
told
with
me
it.
about it and I said, we discussed that last year.
But I don't know what done hooked it, but I know the lines is hooked to my line. 'Cause I can see it hanging there. Jay?
Nope.
We're gonna have, I'm assuming we're gonna have Bill take down the Christmas lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, when he takes them down, can we have him, because you can see that some of the, bulbs are burnt out already, you know, for this year. Can he try to keep track of how many bulbs and we go ahead and purchase them for next year so we don't have?
I think we have some left over. I think I bought enough that I think I have some left over, but I think we were discussing also maybe putting new light strings on them and going LED.
Oh, that would be good.
Well, it'd be cheaper and they'd let the bulbs last
Yeah,
longer.
or
You don't have to
rope
worry
lights
about
on them or something, so that way maybe the, might get more than 1 year out of it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I will have him see what we can do about that.
okay, and that's all I got.
Jeannie?
I ain't got nothing.
Treasurer's concerns.
Couple things. You guys have a paper, it's actually an email, a snip from an email from the lawyer regarding selling the property, selling any property, belonging to the village, so you guys can read through that and see if you still want to go through with that process, and we will add it to next month's agenda. It's pretty lengthy process.
Whether
That
or
way.
not that we want to sell the property, is that what you're saying, Chris?
Yeah, if you guys wanna go ahead and
We need to
do,
take time to read.
you need to take time
over
to
this
read
paper and
this,
then
go
discuss
over
it
this,
next month.
discuss it next month to see if we really, if you
Have
guys
it.
want to move forward with that, because this is a lengthy process to sell a property.
Did you guys ever consider leasing it?
I don't know about that being the village, but, I can look into that, and also we can discuss that at next month also.
Okay.
Also,
Depending on Jeannie.
the replacement, repair of the meter over at, Russell, what's that address?
107th Street.
Okay. Last month you guys agreed to just do the lines. We can move that meter, replace the lines and move that meter. And if he does not comply with that, then he's in violation and we don't have to service him water.
I was gonna say,
So-
because my
And
meter
it-
says in
that
the
is
alley, I
listed
get
also
trench all the
in
way to my
that
house.
pamphlet. It's the number 2, that I spoke with a lawyer about. So we can move that meter where it should be towards the main instead of clear on his property.
But how we get, it's already up there.
It's
you wanna
already
bring
up
it
there,
back
we wanna
out.
bring it back out.
Yeah, it should, well, it'll be easier for the meter reader and everybody else.
Well,
to
because
see.
I think we have to, being since it's going that far, we have to do bigger service line to that.
I'm doing a 1 inch, just give them more volume.
Well, if we're gonna move the water line to whatever reader on Schmidt, that's it.
Right.
If we're gonna move the meter back up on our,
Right, but that's where I was talking about, it could give us more trouble for the property line.
well, it'd still be the same. That crappy line would.
My suggestion would be, this is only my suggestion, would be to go ahead and replace the line, move the meter, and then from then on,
It's his.
it's his. I mean, you guys have already
Might save
approved
the big-
replacing the line, so now if we
It'd
Move
probably
the
save a big
meter.
stinking line.
if we move the meter and then replace that line, then, I mean, there's no really complaint, we didn't do anything, but that's just my,
There wasn't a history, I wasn't worried about it, because much of it was just one time,
yeah, but we,
but it's been multiple.
yeah, we fixed that a lot. A lot. Also, on December 12th, they had some, court hearings. George Luer, appeared. He's now current, so they reset him for February 13th. Irene Weaver, she appeared, she became current, so they reset the matter for February 13th, so, and the Studdard, property, there will be a payment status hearing on February 13th also. And I think that's all that I have.
Court, nothing? Public comment. Aaron Beard.
So I did a FOIA request in the middle of December, requesting a copy of all bank statements with the canceled and voided checks because I'd had some concerns. I received those, but I did not receive all the bank statements because there's a water fund that I've received nothing for. And according to looking through those bank statements, I discovered a few things. One of them is the warrant list has missing checks that were wrote out and paid, but yet there's no record of them on your warrant list. Does anybody know why Westfield Graphics was paid, but it's not on the warrant list?
That was for the, permits for the side-by-side.
Okay. Well, I was just curious because it's not on here, but it's a blank number for where the amount should be in the one spot it is on here. In another one, it's just missing completely off of here. Then I requested a copy of receipts for all board members or employees where they were reimbursed. I received none, but according to the bank statements that I got, there was over $400 paid out in reimbursements to sitting board members but yet no receipts were sent to show what those were for.
I will have to get with Tracy because I sent all that information to Tracy and she is the one that sent that to you.
Okay, and then the petty cash receipts also. I requested a copy of all petty cash receipts because it showed in the bank statements that there was over $400 paid to the clerk and the treasurer for petty cash since April.
Which is probably Casey's cards, but right.
Right, but
I had sent all that information to Tracy.
and it was just odd amounts when they were being paid. Then I came across a discrepancy in the clerk's salary that was being paid. It was $30 higher for 2 months than it is on all the other months. And I didn't know if that was
That would be special meetings.
special meetings. Okay,
Yes.
That's what I wanted to check on because I didn't understand why it suddenly jumped.
Yes. Special
And then,
meetings are additional $30.
Let's move on to the tax levy now. You guys just ratified a tax levy and claimed it was approved at the December meeting. It's not on the agenda. It was never approved. Therefore, there is no tax levy.
It was a consensus about.
There is no such thing as a consensus when it comes to it. If it's not on the agenda, it does not exist.
Okay.
It cannot be voted
I will
on.
have to forward you to Tracy regarding that because that was discussed with her also.
Well, you can
So
do
we
that
can-
all you want, and if you read on the levy that you actually filed, it certifies that it was approved at the time that it was filed. It was not approved because you guys just did it right here during this meeting.
I will have to get in touch with Tracy regarding that. If you would like to forward all your concerns to me by email, you have my email. I can get in touch with Tracy.
Well, I wanted
We
to
can
bring
take
it out
care
in front of the
that.
board because that is a pretty major issue, not doing a tax levy. Because there is a hard deadline on it for a reason.
Like
And
I said, if you would like to forward your information to me by email,
Okay.
I can get in touch with Tracy and we can satisfy those requests.
well, I'm going to request that you guys call the county and remove your tax levy because it's fraudulent. At this point.
Like I said, I will get in touch with Tracy and see
Okay.
what her
Sounds
her
good.
advice is.
And I believe, other than the missing checks that are in your warrant list that need to be rectified, that was my only other major concern. And let me double check before I quit talking to make sure. Yeah, just the receipts, the receipts for the reimbursements and the petty cash, the tax levy are the main concerns now.
Okay.
Oh, and the water fund, because
Like I said, if you would like to forward those bullet points to me, I can get in
Okay.
touch with Tracy.
I'll do that.
And we can take care of it that way.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. Ordinance violations.
Okay, Brenda had brought up, cars parking in front of, blocking the sidewalk in front of Marlowe's. Do we want to send a letter for that? The trailer across from the post office, and boats on the alley at, 810 Cumberland? I think it's 810. So if you guys would like to do that, I need a motion and a second for
May
what
I
you
ask
want
something
to.
first? What's the difference between the trailer by there and the ones in Marlowe's yard?
Yeah, it's true.
What's the difference? You cannot say one and the other. There is no difference. Down the Commerce is still sitting there.
Is anybody even living in those trailers?
No. Well, they're not even supposed to be living in
They're
the
not
trailer, are
supposed to
you?
be. Oh, really?
It's nitpicky. I'm just saying, if you're doing one, there's more than one.
Well, the difference is one's east and the other's west.
That's true, Mark.
Never mind.
I understand.
I motion to send all of them a letter and.
Second that.
All of who?
Oh,
These three, or,
the campers that are in disrepair.
okay, which would be,
Marlowe's,
okay,
and then did you say they was
I
working on
heard,
this?
we was told they was working on one at Billy. I don't know, but that's what we was told.
Okay.
They're slow workers, obviously.
Well, you just go by what you hear. I can't say it's true or not.
I motion to send them all letters, and then one for that car sitting on the sidewalk. Shouldn't be there, cause this road is so much busier anymore, and we need that walk.
Can't walk on that sidewalk anyway, if there's at least a little bit of water. It floods,
Yeah.
it gets over your shoes if you walk on it when it's, after
That's
it
not the
rains.
point.
I know that's beside the point, but it's just that,
And then, what about that truck that's on your property?
that ain't on my property.
You don't own that mobile home there?
No.
None of that
That
guy
truck sits there all the time too, and we sent him a letter, didn't we?
Mhm.
And nothing's been done with it yet.
send him another one probably, and then we'll, you can get it towed out of there.
okay, so I have, motion from Brenda regarding campers at Marlowe's, Weaver property and Palmer property. And then the black car that's parking on the sidewalk at Marlowe's, and then, the truck at, Grand's property.
And the boats in
And
it.
the boats in the alley at 810.
Yeah.
Is there a second for that?
You know, there's more than just boats in that alley.
Well, it's just a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
Yes.
June,
Yes.
Jay,
Yes.
Julie,
Yes.
Judy?
No.
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
no.
say something. There's gonna discuss whether it had to be called a supermajority. What was ever discussed about that or not?
It's in this.
It's in this.
It's in this
paperwork. We'll be
pamphlet
through
that I
Can
get
we get a copy of
and,
this?
yeah, actually you can have mine, cause I have that one at home, I have the actual email, so.
And I would like to say a thank you to the Jewett Tavern for Santa Claus. It was a big success. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
There's over 50 kids there.
Yes, it was very good.
More than we ever had.
More
than the 5 we had
No.
last year.
What's that?
We don't have the 5 we had last year.
Okay, we need a second to
Mark
adjourn.
seconded it.
Oh, they said five. How do you have a five to
Yeah,
seven?
Mark seconded it.
Two of them were Chris, so really 3.
June,
What?
to adjourn,
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Jay,
To adjourn?
Yes.
Yes.
Julie, Jeannie, Jeannie and Mark.